Good afternoon, basketball fans. You're looking live at the Conrad Allen Holiday Tournament here on the campus of Wayne City High School. It's the 65th annual Conrad Allen Holiday Tournament. I'm Randy Olson, joined by Billy Rocket. Former basketball official Billy Rocket joins me this afternoon for game number 2 as we're ready to see a big game here between the Crab Orchard Trojans and the Wayne City Indians. Billy, good to see you this afternoon. We just saw a dandy game between Gallatin County and Weber Township that was won by Gallatin County, and looking for another good one here.
Yeah, we had Wayne City here, a week ago, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, right.
And they look pretty good. They've got one of the best-looking freshmen probably down south. If you want to see somebody play for a freshman, Mr. McKinney's something to see.
Yeah, Taj McKinney, 5'9" freshman, and he's the real deal. And you'll see him do some things tonight. He made the all-tournament team down at the Christopher Thanksgiving tournament. And he definitely does not play like a freshman.
No, he does not.
Sure does not. Well, this has been a tournament that's been going on for a long time. Back in your officiating days, did you ever referee here at this tournament?
Yeah, I did. I had some, which it was different then, but I did some midnight specials here.
Okay.
The late games.
Back when it was a 16-team bracket game.
But when you live in Mount Vernon, you're only like 18 minutes away. It ain't too bad. You know, it's not like you got to drive 90 miles or something to get home.
Yeah. You know, I think the last time you and I did a game here that featured Wayne City, I think Bobby Blondie was on that game, and lo and behold, he's going to be on this one too.
Bobby Blondie's on this one.
He's just following you around, Billy.
I guess so.
Maybe he's trying to get you to get back into it. I don't know. There's a real shortage of officials right now, you know.
That's what everybody's been telling me.
There sure is.
I would be better off in the wheelchair probably, basketball, but I'd be the one in the wheelchair.
Well, this is a pool play style tournament, of course. There's games today. There will be games on Monday night, Wednesday night, Friday night, and then we'll have tournament games on Saturday. So, we'll see what's happening here at the 65th annual Conrad Allen Holiday Tournament. Earlier today, Red Hill beat Sisney 54-49, a 5-point win for the Salukis. North Clay was all over Grayville, 74-15. And it was Gallatin County, as I say, just defeating Weber Township 50-32 prior to this one. And so it should be a good matchup here, I think, this afternoon between Crab Orchard and Wayne City. There's a big Christmas parade going on in Wayne City, too, that's supposed to start at 6:30, so they want to make sure they get this game in so everybody can go to the parade.
I was wondering what time that started. I do know that a friend of mine that lives here in Wayne City, Miss Pag, she got elected as a Grand Marshal.
Oh, how about that?
She was the one that used to own the Little Red Barn, and she sold it this fall. And they was a mutual friend of ours set us up on Facebook.
All right.
Because we was both Cub fans. And I talked to this lady for months and never, ever knew who she was. So I come over one day at Wayne City and had breakfast at the Little Red Barn and introduced myself.
Well, if she's a Cub fan like you, then you guys are going to be buddies, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Speaking of the Cubs and the Cardinals, what'd you think of the move that the Cardinals made here this week?
Well, you know what?
I'm pretty excited about it as a Cardinal fan.
Yeah, I would be too if I was you. I don't know what's going to go on after the year. I do know that he's going to help them this year. He hits the Brewers and the Cubs like he owns them.
Yeah.
And he's going to put fans in the seats.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just see what the free agency. But, you know, personally, it's like I was talking to a guy earlier today. Personally, I don't think they give up anything for him.
Right.
Now, Luke Weaver may go out and he may no-hit Cincinnati and he may no-hit Atlanta.
Yeah.
But he struggles against the Cubs every time they play.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's usually when I see him. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're talking about Paul Goldie. He is now a member of the St. Louis Cardinals. He'll be the first baseman. And, yes, a great acquisition, I think, for the St. Louis Cardinals. And I think Cardinal fans are pretty elated about it. And Cub fans, Brewer fans might be a little bit nervous.
They
it definitely made the Cardinals a better lineup.
We may have to do him like we did Bryce Harper, just walk him every time. What did Cubs do, walk him 13 times in a weekend series?
Something like that. Something like that. That's right. Well, hey, this Wayne City bunch is off to a good start. They got third place, as you know, down at the Christopher Thanksgiving Tournament. Coach Jim Corona doing a good job with them. They have had some quality wins this year. They went on the road and won at Christ Our Rock. They had a tie one with Sisney. Sisney gave them a heck of a game here recently, but they were able to pull that one out. And in talking to Coach Corona today on the Sports Couch, he said, when you have close games like that, it allows you to know what it is you need to work on, when you get pushed like that by somebody. So,
Coach John Brown, he's been at Crab Orchard forever.
Oh, hadn't he? He has been there.
He was there when I was officiating.
Yeah, he has. He's been there a long, long time. And he's had some good teams come through this tournament, too, let me tell you. He really has.
And I'm wondering how the boys' legs are going to hold out. They had a game last night with Glacier.
Crab Orchard did have a game. Wayne City had the night off last night, but Crab Orchard did have a game, yes. And, that can play a role in things, that's for sure.
We'll see how the legs hold out on that, because it's not an 8 o'clock game, it's a 4:30 game,
Yes, that's right. All right, we'll follow along with the public address announcer as we have the introductions of our starting lineups here. Trojans will be the traveling teams in their black uniforms, trimmed in the orange.
At guard, number 2.
Number 2 is Hunter Throgmorton. He's a 6'1 junior.
At guard, number 20, a 5'10 junior.
Number 20 is Grady Powell, a 5'10 junior.
At center, number 52 is 6'1.
Number 52 is Dylan Elders, a 6'1 sophomore.
At forward, number 40, a 5'10
Number 40 is Tony Lakotich, a 5'10 junior.
And at forward, number 30 is 6 foot.
Number 30 is Keegan Peak, and Peak is a 6 foot sophomore. So
no
a young
seniors?
team. Yeah, young team here for Crab Orchard. So they go with Throgmorton, Powell, Peak, Lakotich, and Elders. And they are starting, 2 sophomores and 3 juniors. Yep. Crab Orchard cheerleaders do their opening cheer, and then we'll let you meet the hometown Wayne City Indians. Did you make it to the hospitality room?
I made it to the hospitality room.
Right.
That Italian beef and then little weenies and sausage.
Yeah.
How come everything in my life is something about the weenie? Weenie dogs, weenie and bacon.
That's right. You're all about the weenie dogs.
Gosh.
Yeah, did you get any of those brownies down there? They got some delicious brownies there.
I stared at them, and they stared back, and I'm like,
Man, I wish you would have brought me one.
Well, you told me I would have.
All right, we're ready to meet the Wayne City Indians wearing their home white uniforms tonight. Trimmed in the red.
Over the years, I've hit some good hospitality rooms.
They do a good job here. They really do.
I've hit some good hospitality rooms.
I'm sure you've seen your share of them for sure.
At guard, number 3.
All right, number 3 is Andrew White, 5'11 junior for the Indians.
At guard, number 5, a 5'9 freshman, Taj McKinney.
Taj McKinney, number 5, he's the super freshman.
At forward, number 13, a 6'1 senior, Dane Horton.
Dane Horton, 6'1 senior.
At forward, number 21,
Number 21 is Kyle Sledge, 6'3 senior.
At guard, number 22, a 5'11 junior.
Number 22 is Kent Miller. And true to form, Coach Corona's going to introduce more than 5 tonight, as he has his starting line, so to speak. Marcus Durham, number 25, is a 6'2 junior. Travis Dickey is a 6'1 junior, number 34. Jarrett Lewis is a 5'11 sophomore. All these guys are going to see playing time. That's why they're all being introduced. That's how Coach Corona likes to do it. Noah Cooper is a 6'3 sophomore. So that'll be his rotation tonight. That'll be his line tonight, so to speak. And, he'll pick 5 of them out to start the game with, Billy, but he likes to run a lot of guys in and out of there, and we saw him do that before, didn't we?
Yes, we did. And I had that wrote down. Let's see. Between Durham and McKinney, they had 31 and 18 points, respectively, in that game against Grayville. They've come in with a 6-1 real good-looking record.
Mm-hmm.
Of Crab Orchard's come in 6-4. Crabs, they beat the teams they're supposed to beat. And a team like Gallatin, they lost to, and they probably, should have. It's one of them deals to where Gallatin probably was the better team, but
well, this certainly isn't as strong of a Crab Orchard team as we've seen in years past.
No,
it's not as experienced because, like you say, there's no seniors on the floor for them right now. At the jump circle, it's going to be Dane Horton jumping for Wayne City, as he will go up against Keegan Peak, and the tip is controlled by the Trojans. Glad you're with us here live on AreaSports.net from the 65th annual Conrad Allen Holiday Tournament. The final game of the day today. As they get it inside to Peak, his shot is up off the rim, no good. Chased down and picked up by the Indians as they race to the other end, as McKinney is called for the walk. Taj McKinney, outstanding freshman again for the Indians, made the all-tournament team at Christopher Thanksgiving Tournament. Turnover gives it back to the Trojans. And good defense there. Reaching in, getting the jump ball was Andrew White. Possession here.
Two little guards going at it.
Yeah, they are going at
Randy?
it. Yeah.
I like to see that. It makes the game interesting.
And actually, since the Trojans won the tip, the possession arrow will go to the Indians. They'll get the ball. White across the timeline. Penetrates, now dishes it. Long shot by Dickey, in and out, no good. Too much spin on that one, I guess.
Yeah,
It rimmed
so.
out. It was halfway down the cylinder and popped back out.
How many did he have at Christ-Our Rock Luther?
9.
9?
Set a new school record with 9. Here's a drive by Peak. Now picked up on the baseline. Back out front, they'll reset things out there with Throgmorton. Now they go left wing. Here's a shot on the way. It's too strong by Powell, and rebound by Dane Horton. And he'll get it out to Dickey. They look down low to Miller, or Sledge, I should say. Now inside to Horton. His shot's good. Dane Horton makes it 2-0 as Wayne City gets on the board first. Back in the front court now come the Trojans. With it is Powell. Wayne City playing that man-to-man defense and trying to help out when they can. They'll sag across. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojans.
Looks like they're letting them hack a little bit.
Yeah, they're letting them play.
Bobby probably said, I just get it over with.
Oh, there's a foul call.
Uh-oh.
As soon as you said that, see.
Yep.
Going up for the shot was Keegan Peak, and he was fouled by Dane Horton. Yep, his first foul called of the game.
I jinxed it, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. Hey, did you watch my Michigan State Spartans win this afternoon?
No, I didn't.
They won on the road at Florida by 4 points. Tight game, but they pulled it out by 4. So go green.
Illinois is beating UNLV when I left.
Well, that's good. Illinois played a lot of close games with people,
Yes,
but they can't seem to finish the deal.
I know.
They're more fun to watch this year than last year, but they just can't seem to finish teams off. 2-1 as one free throw is made by Crab Orchard. McKinney has it in the front court now for the Indians. Here's a give to Sledge on the baseline. His shot bounces off, no good, and it's cleaned out of there by the Trojans. Crab Orchard brings it up inside the high post to Peak. He'll take it to the rack and scores. Well, he knows what to do with it, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Keegan Peak, he's a sophomore, 6-foot sophomore. Keep an eye on him. There's a lot of good sophomores in Southern Illinois this year, we have discovered. Shot is missed, and there's the rebound. It's stuck right back in by Dane Horton. 4-3, and Horton's got a couple buckets here to start the game.
So it's Horton 4, Peak 3. Who's playing?
That's how this one kicks off. Good defense out front now. McKinney is all over his man out there. Cut off on the baseline. Back to Peak. Now baseline it comes again, almost a steal by White. They go inside to Peak, and he takes it to the glass again and scores. I'll tell you what, he's a good player. And I think we're going to see Mr. Durham come into the ball game for Wayne City. See if he can maybe slow Peak down a little bit. Here's Andrew White up for the shot. No good. And it's rebound by the Trojans. They want to race with it. And reaching in and grabbing it was McKinney for the jump ball. That possession arrow keeps it here, though, with the Trojans. Durham does check into the ball game, and he will give a little breather to Dane Horton. Again, Coach Corona likes to run a lot of them in and out.
I think if you see Grady Powell get his confidence up a little bit for Crab Orchard, you're going to see some threes over here in front of us.
Oh, almost a steal. Instead, it's a foul called on McKinney. Big Christmas parade tonight in Wayne City, and a lot of people here for the game, and then they're going to walk over a couple blocks downtown.
It's a good crowd for 4:30 game, isn't it?
Oh, it is. This is great. Yep. Yeah, a lot more room in this gym than there was in the old barn.
Yeah. Yeah,
It used to get really crowded in that other gym back in the earlier days of the Conrad Allen tournament. Shot from the corner is off the mark, no good by Lakotic. But the Trojans get the rebound and they'll reset. Out to Throgmorton, his shot up no good. And rebound this time by McKinney, and here come the Indians.
I've been in some dungeons in my day.
I'm sure that you have. There's Durham working the baseline, and he got the roll. Well, Marcus Durham comes in the game and pays dividends offensively right away for the Indians, and it's 6-5. Wayne City leads it. We're in the first quarter, 4:10 to play. Into the high post is Peak again, working against Durham. There's a little help on the double team that time by White. Now they bounce pass at baseline, and the shot is blocked, but a foul's going to be called, as going up for the shot was Dylan Elders. And Elders is another sophomore.
Fouls on Kyle Sledge.
Boy, I saw a good group of sophomores in Mount Vernon last night. Holy cow.
You know, I complained to my wife all night long. I didn't have anything to do.
Why didn't you go to the game
I
last night?
forgot all about it.
How'd you forget?
I don't know.
Playing Carbondale last night.
I know.
Oh, man, you missed
I would
a
have
good one.
enjoyed myself.
Oh, boy. The Rams looked really good last night. And the JV was tremendous. I think the JV won by like 55.
I've seen that.
That group of sophomores is unbelievable what they've got there at Mount Vernon. And a lot of those guys got in the varsity game, too. Good class. Free throw tied it up at 6-6. Indians back on the attack. Here's a three-pointer on the way, and it's good. Write it down.
Travis Dickey.
Dickey connects. Makes it 9-6. Kind of an effortless shot he's got out there.
It is. It really is.
Here's Peak in the high post again for Crab Orchard. Gets around Durham, and there's going to be a foul called as Durham kind of gave him a little hip check.
Got him with the knee, didn't he?
Did you used to call the hip check and the knee check whenever you were reffing?
I usually just called them all a block.
You wouldn't let anybody get away with that one.
No,
Okay. All right. Skip pass and skipped it too far.
My favorite was the charge. I could put however you say that into that.
Theatrics?
Theatrics in that like you wouldn't believe.
You love to call the charge.
Yes, I loved it. Every time we'd have a referees meeting and say, okay, we got to talk about these blocking charges, I'm like, I don't have no problem with it.
Here's Dickey again from the corner. No good. And rebound comes down to Crab Orchard. 9-6 is our score as Wayne City leads it by 3, and they go back on defense again. Here's a shot top of the key. It's rattles in and out, no good. Rebound is chased down by Sledge. Indians have it. 2:46 to play here in opening quarter. This is the fourth and final game of the day here at the Conrad Allen tournament. Sledge out front, shot no good. And
he launched her, didn't he?
He did. Rebound grabbed out of there by Throgmorton, and here comes Crab Orchard. Into the high post to Peak. He's getting a lot more attention now, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Gets the ball in there. Shot from the corner is off the mark, no good by Lakotic. Durham with the rebound, and here comes Wayne City. 2:14 left in the quarter. Indians with the ball and a 3-point lead, 9-6. There's the give to Durham, a wraparound pass intended for Sledge, but thrown away, but picked back up by McKinney. He almost loses it. A little bit of sloppy play there. Taken away by the Trojans, and layup is missed inside there and rebounded back by the Indians. McKinney has it now. Takes it inside, draws a foul. Shot does not fall, but Taj McKinney will go to the line.
Hunter Throgmorton, let's see. Yeah, Hunter Throgmorton, his first.
Stops the clock with 1:41 left. Yeah, today on the Sports Scouts, we had 4 coaches that are coaching teams that are state ranked right now. We had Fairfield, Mount Vernon, Nashville, and Benton.
Boy, did Fairfield put on a clinic last night.
They did. They went down to El Dorado and just destroyed them. A running clock down at El Dorado.
Oh, man.
Who would have thunk it? Yeah. I think if Fairfield keeps that up, they'll be the number 1 seed in the El Dorado
I
Holiday
think they are,
Tournament
too.
And I imagine El Dorado will make sure that they stay on the other side of the bracket
Yes.
from Fairfield. What do you think?
Yeah.
Travis Dickey goes up for the shot, and he is hammered.
8:30 game when Fairfield gets at 9:50 a.m.
Yeah.
West Frankfurt's going to have something to say about that number 1 seed, too.
Well, they might. Yep, they might. Travis Dickey at the line to shoot a pair. Heron with a big win over Benton last night. Heron's in that tournament. And, of course, Carterville's in that tournament.
I seen they beat Benton by 2.
Benton by 2. Coach Weinmiller wasn't real happy about that this morning.
Oh, he wasn't?
No. He thought they could go down and steal one at Heron. But Heron just hit some shots when they had to,
Well, I think Heron got up on them, didn't they?
Yeah.
And then Benton had to fight back.
They come back, yeah. 12-6. Indians up by 6. Crab Orchard with the basketballs. We approach 1 minute left here in the opening quarter. Ian Dawes is in the game now for Crab Orchard. He's a 5'9" freshman. He's got the ball right now. So a couple freshmen out there. Here's a drive inside the lane, and it's missed by Throgmorton that the follow is stuck up and in. 12-8 is the score. Indians back on the attack with 42 seconds left. Bounce pass down to Durham. He's hammered, nothing called. Rebound taken out there by Crab Orchard. Down to 29 seconds left. Shot from just inside the circle. It's good. It's a 2. But it cuts the lead to 2. It's 12-10.
Keegan Peak got 7 of the 10.
He shows a nice touch from the outside. Besides,
that's a pretty shot.
Yeah, besides the drive that we've seen off glass. McKinney tries to bounce pass it in there. The ball is kicked. It's picked up by Dickey with 6 seconds left. Down to Dane Horton. His shot is good. Horton lighted up here in the first quarter play, and after 1 quarter, it's Wayne City 14 and Crab Orchard 10. And we'll come back and take a look at second quarter action in just a moment.
As a craftsman, Gordy had imagination and vision. As a business owner and machinist, he understood all the moving components and how important they were to making things work. When he dreamed of building his business, he knew he needed help. FNB provided the spark necessary to ignite his growth. That partnership has proven to be his best creation yet.
It's the heating season, and Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods reminds you that they have fast, reliable propane delivery service to your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled up, you can bring them to Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods for fast service. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through our website at WayneWhitePropane.com. And don't forget, we also have hot tubs and supplies for your hot tub as well at Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods, located on West Main Street in. Back at Wayne City High School, the site for the Conrad Allen Holiday Tournament. Randy Olson along with Billy Rocket as Wayne City leads at 14-10. They've got the ball to start the second quarter. Billy, your thoughts on that first quarter of play?
Well, it was a little sloppy. The rhythm was a little screwed up at times. But when they're scrappy. Both teams are scrapping, and sometimes that'll happen. You don't come to these tournaments, you get to see different things. A while ago when I left you guys and went to the hospitality room, I ran into Coach Jim Tucker of the NCOE Cardinals.
Yeah.
And then in the hospitality room, I ran into the editor of Wayne County Press, and I got talking to him about me doing that football pool.
Oh,
he goes,
okay.
Hey, I remember seeing your name.
Of course he did. Yeah. Here's McKinney giving it down low to Durham. The shot is missed. Dane Horton with the rebound, back up and in. Boy, Horton's having a good game so far, isn't he?
Yeah, it's 8 for him.
Yes, he is.
He asked me if I'd won any, and I said, well, I won the second week. And I said, I told them ladies I was going to take my money next door and blow it on pizza.
That's great. 16-10. Indians up by 6. We're in the second quarter here. Shot from the corner is in and out. No good by Ian Dawes. The follow is up and good. 16-12. Trojans cut it to 4.
Elders hit that bucket underneath there.
Andrew White in the front court now. Gives it to Dickey. He'll take it inside the lane. Elevates for the shot. Got it. Travis Dickey makes it 18-12. 6-point lead for the Indians. 6:42 to play here in the first half. From the corner, here's a 3 ball. It's off the mark. No good by Lakotic. Offensive rebound. No good. Back up by Peak, and ball goes out of bounds. Going to stay with, or go to, Wayne City. Andrew White will start the offense. Goes to Durham. Now to McKinney. He's cut off on the baseline. Back out to White. Gives it to Durham. And there's a reach-in foul called. You know, Trojans are doing a pretty good job of help defense when the ball goes into Durham. They are doing a good job of sagging on him. You know,
they are.
Be out of bounds to Wayne City underneath the basket as White will trigger it in.
Keegan Peak picked up the foul. It's only his first, though.
And that's 3 team fouls on the Trojans. A little scrap there, and foul's going to be called on the Indians. I think Dane Horton's going to get called for that one.
He picked up 2 quick ones.
Yeah, he's going to take a seat on the bench, and coming in for Wayne City is Kyle Sledge. 18-12, Indians lead it by 6. Crab Orchard has the basketball. Again, the earlier winners today were Red Hill, North Clay, and Gallatin County in our first 3 games. From the corner, shot is missed by Dawes, but offensive rebound by guess who? Mr. Peak, Keegan Peak. He knows where to go around that rim. Makes it 18-14. Inside, Durham. Got it. Marcus Durham used his 6'2" frame that time.
You know, basketball is a funny game. You instill in these kids' head to do all this scrapping, but when you get a loose ball down there and everybody goes scrapping for it, the kid that everything, I guess, got to be 50-50. Anybody that gets more momentum, you know, to an advantage, then they get called for a foul.
Couple of possessions here from Crab Orchard as they've come up with a couple of loose balls. You know, I've heard many coaches say that on 50-50 balls, if you're able to come up with 75% of the 50-50 balls, you got a real good chance of winning, because a lot of times the game will come down to 50-50 balls.
Yes, it will.
And one of my favorite coaches, the coach of the Michigan State Spartans, has been often quoted as saying something like that. So, you know, it's important. Important not only at the college level, but important at the high school and the grade school level too, as Durham missed the shot. And on the rebound, we've got a whistle and a foul.
21. Kyle Sledge.
It's going to be 2 fouls on Sledge, and that's 16 fouls on the Indians.
You bleed green and white back real bad, don't you?
Well, yeah. Doesn't everybody?
Well, since I'm from McLeansboro, I guess so.
You got me on that one.
Yeah.
You got me on that one. No, truthfully, I would love to see Illinois win, too. I mean, I like Illinois. They're maybe my second favorite team, but they are, like I said, more fun to watch this year than they were last year, but they just haven't been able to do the deal. But Tom Izzo,
I just love to watch the Big Ten.
Yeah, I do, too.
I'm a Big Ten and Missouri Valley guy.
I do like Big Ten basketball.
I can sit and watch Michigan State play somebody as easy as I can sit and watch Valparaiso play somebody, you know.
Peak missed the shot, got the rebound, dished it out front for a long 3 bomb that's thrown in out there by Hunter Throgmorton. And that makes it 20-17, and it's a 3-point game, and here's a steal by Throgmorton. And he takes it up and in, and all of a sudden it's a 1-point game, and here comes the Crab Orchard Trojans.
You know, you take year after year after year, there's so many in the top 20, 25, or 15 that comes out of the Big Ten.
Yep.
You know, that anytime you watch a game, it's a good ball game.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Shot is put up out front, no good, by Noah Cooper, who checked into the ball game for the Indians.
About walked.
And that ball is knocked out of bounds, last touch by the Indians. Checking back in for Wayne City, number 22 is Kent Miller. 3:24 left here in the first half. It's a 1-point game now as the Trojans have come battling back on this one. A couple of turnovers and missed shots here by the Indians recently. Both teams going to their bench somewhat as Peak tries to work inside the paint. Goes up for the shot, no good. And rebound ripped out of this time by Travis Dickey. Gets it out to Miller.
There he
Long
is, Randy.
shot, Dickey, short this time. Battle for the rebound and saved, but right in the hands of Crab Orchard. Kyle Sledge had the right idea, but it went to one of the guys in orange and black. 2:44 to go here.
We got an up and down ball game.
We do. It's been a quick first half.
It has.
Throgmorton inside the high post of Peak. Back to Throgmorton. And
I've seen pushing off on both of them guards to each other. And they're letting, I mean, you know.
Well, you know.
If one's not pushing one, the other one's pushing the other. So,
you know, some of these officials also referee 3A games. And 3A basketball is officiated a lot different than 1A and 2A basketball. You can get away with the hand checks and the pushing in 3A.
Yeah, it is. It's lots different.
Yeah, it is different. And unless you've seen much 3A basketball, a lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah.
But if you were at the Mount Vernon Carbondale game last night, you saw a lot of pushing, a lot of hand checking, and fouls were not called. That's just the way it's called in a 3A game.
And it goes up 3A, 4A, even to your collegiate level.
Right. And I got no problem with it as long as it's consistent.
Right.
And most of the time it is consistent. I mean, the referees do a good job. It's just called differently at different levels. Shot from the corner is no good by Lakotic. And ball goes out of bounds, and it's last touch by the Trojans. The Indians will have it with a minute 38 left.
I officiated football 3 years. And 1 year, it's towards the end of my third year, my final year.
Yep.
I was at McLeansboro. Wade Thomas asked me, he said, Billy, have you thrown a flag this year? And I said, nope. He goes, why not? And I'm like, I don't know. So he started teasing me about it. And he was coaching at the time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He said, you want me? I said, you want me to start throwing them tonight? And he goes, nope, I'm done.
McKinney on the miss. Trojans with the rebound. Down to a minute 17 left now in the half. Here's Peak. In the corner, shots up. No good by Powell. Rebound back up by Elders. And he's going to go to the line. Foul's called on the Indians.
McKinney is second.
McKinney's been kind of quiet offensively here.
He has.
He's done some penetrating, but he's not been able to get some shots to fall here. Dylan Elders at the line. He's another young sophomore, and his free throw is no good. Rebound by the Indians. Got a 1-point lead with a minute to go here in the half. Here's from the corner, Travis Dickey, no good. The follow, back up and in. Big offensive stick back for Kyle Sledge. 22-19, Indians by 3. 42 seconds left in the half as driving inside was Ian Dawes, and he was fouled.
Looks like Jarrett Lewis, number 24.
And again, the Trojans are in the bonus, so Dawes will go to the line. He's a freshman, 5'9" freshman. Missed it. Good box out and rebound that time by Sledge again. Here come the Indians into the front court. 35 seconds left. Dickey inside. Won't go, but he's fouled. Travis Dickey goes to the line as that's the fourth team foul on the Trojans, and that was called on who? That was
Dylan Elders.
Actually, I think they got Powell up on the board, don't they? Number 20?
Did they?
Yeah, they got number 20 up on the board. Checking in the game for the Trojans is Hunter Throgmorton. He's been playing the point guard out there for Crab. Dickey's free throw's good. 24-19. Indians with a 5-point lead. 34 seconds left here in the first half. And Crab Orchard looks like they will run it down and play it for one shot here before intermission as Wayne City extends the defense out. 15 seconds left. Throgmorton over to Powell. Back to Throgmorton. Long three is short. And ball is loose and the horn sounds. That's the end of the first half. Our score is Wayne City 24, Crab Orchard 19. And we'll come back and take a look at the first half stats, talk more about this game and about the tournament. Who knows what Billy and I will talk about. And we'll be back with more in just a moment.
Sometimes you need an attorney who can look out for your interest. Located just a short drive away in Mount Vernon, Olson & Reeves offer a free consultation to discuss your needs. Everything is discreet and confidential. At Olson & Reeves, they can provide you with consultation and assistance with traffic law and DUIs, estate planning, living wills, divorce, real estate contracts, personal injury and accidents, as well as medical malpractice. Call Olson & Reeves Attorneys at Law in Mount Vernon at 316-7322. Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
It's the heating season, and Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods remind you that they have fast, reliable propane delivery service to your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled up, you can bring them to Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods for fast service. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through our website at wainwrightpropane.com. And don't forget, we also have hot tubs and supplies for your hot tub as well at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods, located on West Main Street in And welcome back to Wayne City High School, the scene for the 65th annual Conrad Allen Holiday Tournament. I'm Randy Olson along with Billy Rocket, our halftime score. Wayne City leading it here over Crab Orchard by a score of 24-19. And Billy, your thoughts on the first half of play?
Well, the scoring is about what I figured. There was some scrappy play, Randy, out there. I mean, lots of scrappy play out there. Just about the time that you think somebody's going to get something going or a shot off. Mm-hmm. Some of the shots didn't go down. I don't keep track of the field goal percentage, but I do know the field goal percentage is not very good. But on either team, Grayville's got their share of their offensive rebounds. But there it got sloppy there a little bit, you know. So maybe in the second half we can get in a rhythm or it still may just be a nail biter right down to the end.
Well, I think Wayne City found out right away that they're going to have to find a way to clog up the middle and to stop Keegan Peak, because early on he got a couple of significant drives to the basket and had easy layups off the window. And after they started sagging a little bit and helping out, clogging things up a little bit, he found it a little bit tougher going.
Yeah, he tore up the first quarter.
Yeah.
He had 7 points out there, 10, but he only scored 2 cents.
Mm-hmm. Well, what do you got for us statistically here at halftime?
Okay, for the visitors, for Crab Orchard, Hunter Throckmorton's got 7. Keegan Peak's got 9, and like we said, 7 of them is in the first quarter. And Dylan Elders has got 3. For the home team, Wayne City Indians, McKinney has 1, Dane Horton has 8, Kyle Sledge 2, Marcus Durham 4, Travis Dickey 9.
So Tash McKinney has been quieted here.
Yes, he has.
You know, we've seen him really bust loose in some games that we've seen Wayne City play this year, and you know, he's made some good passes, but offensively they've bottlenecked him up a little bit.
And he's got a little his counterpart's a little sticky guard. Mm-hmm. You know it?
Yeah.
They're going at each other all day.
They are going at it.
So
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, hey, I'll ask you the same question I asked Danny earlier this afternoon. Any of the scores around the area surprised you last night in high school basketball?
They was a few surprised me. The El Dorado Fairfield game surprised me.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, what else was it? Johnson City Carmike.
Yeah, Johnson City came from behind to win that one.
You know, I think Mr. Mooneyham's got them playing down there.
So, you know, last night in the South 7, you had Centralia lead Belleville-Altoff all night long, and then Altoff comes and wins it at the end of the game by 1 point.
See, I followed that, and then I didn't get a final.
Yeah, it was 44-43. Altoff won it. You can always find the final on AreaSports.net.
Yeah, but I had to go to bed.
Oh, okay.
I got sleepy. I was so bored last night, Randy, that I was watching Maine and Weber State play football.
Oh, man.
So then I get on Twitter, boom, right there.
You could have come and sat with me last night.
AreaSports.net has got a ground view of Carbondale and Mount Vernon. So I go in and I tell Patty, you know Mount Vernon had a home game tonight. Where'd you go? Like, I forgot about it.
You could have come and sat right there by me.
I should have just went ahead and.
You saw my view. I had a great view.
I know, yeah.
I was right in the thick of things last night. It was great.
Yeah.
Mount Vernon was also recognized last night by the Illinois Basketball Coaches Association for being one of the top 5 basketball programs in the state with the 5th most career wins in the history of the program.
I've seen that. And is Mount Vernon better than I think they are?
This year?
Yeah.
Pretty good basketball team.
Are they pretty good basketball team?
Pretty good basketball team. Because the way they beat Carbondale last night, jumping out 19-3 and 28-9 and just cruising to a 19-point victory, Carbondale beat Belleville-Altoff this year, and Altoff beat Centralia last night. So, you know, Carbondale's not bad. And
Mount
Vernon beat them like a drum last night.
And this is what's funny, is in the last, I don't know, a couple weeks, I guess, maybe, or since practice has started, that I've had 2 or 3 customers come in the shop, and they've got boys that's on that team, and they're sophomores. 2 out of 3 of them are sophomores, and 1 may be a junior, or they could all 3 be sophomores.
Yep.
And the boys will look me right square in the eye and tell me we're pushing our upperclassmen.
Yeah, they are.
And I'm like,
they are.
You know, I'm like, I like to hear that.
They honestly are. It's a lot of fun to watch those sophomores play, and about 4 of those sophomores got in the varsity game last night with some important minutes, and they held their own. They played really well. They went toe-to-toe, nail-to-nail with Carbondale last night.
You know, of course, when we get in there and I find out they're sports-orientated, you know, like I've got 40 questions for them, you know.
Sure.
And, they'll tell me that us sophomores, we're pushing our upperclassmen.
Well, you know, that big win that Mount Vernon had last week over at the Edwardsville Shootout, they beat St. Louis De Smet, coached by Kent Williams, a Hall of Famer from Mount Vernon and SIU. That's the only loss that De Smet's had this year was to Mount Vernon.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a heck of a team with 6'9", 6'10" guys.
Well, that was the game, and I followed it along on Twitter. That was a game that just more or less convinced me that, hey, this team's for real.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a big win. That was a quality win.
And this is only the 1st of December, Randy. We've still got 2 months left.
Oh, I know.
You know, almost the whole month of December.
I know. Of course, now, you know, when I had Doug Creel on the Sports Couch this morning, he found plenty of areas for improvement.
Here we go.
You know, and so did Wayne Hari on his #1 ranked Nashville Hornets.
Here we go. In 1984, when McLeansboro went 35-0, they was probably at about 28-0. And if you listen to David Lee and Jerry Sloan, they couldn't beat a bunch of old women. And I just look at him and shake my head.
Always wanting to be better.
Yeah, I know it.
Always wanting to be better.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, something to be said for that. But no, Wayne Hari, coach of Nashville, had him on the Sports Scout show this morning, and we talked about his #1 ranked Hornets. And, you know, he was moaning and groaning that, you know, we can do this better, we can do that better. And I finally said, hey, wait a minute, Wayno, look at this. I'm looking at the scores of your games. You got one game where you held somebody to 12, another game you held them to 18, another game you held them to 19, another game you held them to 32, and last night you gave up 34. I'd say your defense is pretty darn good.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you'll talk to all them coaches, it's –
Yeah. Oh, it's funny. But he does have a good team over there at Nashville this year. He's got size. And, returning three really good returning guys from last year's team. And then the guys who have come up to fill roles this year. Again, he's got size. He's got 6'6", 6'6", 6'4", 6'4", 6'2". I mean, he can put some big boys out there. And, Nashville's the real deal in 2A.
I used to officiate at Nashville. I tell you what, they've got the nicest, relaxed crowd of any place I've ever been.
Relaxed crowd?
Yeah, they was when
Really?
Uh-huh.
Must not have been playing Pinckneyville that night. Then.
No, it wasn't Pinckneyville. It was no, they was.
They're not relaxed when they play Pinckneyville.
And I was there early in the year, so the athletic director told me, he said they still may be talking about the corn and bean and wheat prices. So
it's good, Pete. All right. Both teams have been called back to their respective benches. We're about ready for second half action here between the Wayne City Indians and the Crab Orchard Trojans. We got a final here on a game this afternoon. Carbondale Terriers have rebounded from their loss to Mount Vernon last night. They took it out on Waterloo this afternoon, 64-31, Billy.
Ooh, they did.
So Carbondale a little upset after their loss last night at Mount Vernon. They came out and took care of business today against Waterloo. That's a final. All right, here we go. Teams change ends to start the second half. Trojans in the black uniforms trimmed in the orange. They've got the ball, and it goes inside to Peak. Peak out to Throgmorton. Indians will stay in their man-to-man defense. Trying to find an opening inside, and so far, good defense here by the Indians. Dish it in the corner. Here's a long shot. It's off the mark, no good. And a battle for the rebound, and it's put back up by Peak, no good. Chased down in the corner now by Lakotich, and they'll reset the offense out front.
Another offensive rebound for Crab Orchard.
From the corner, that misses everything, and there's rebound by Wayne City. They'll bring it back the other way as Travis Dickey hauls it in. Across the timeline, it's Andrew White. To Dickey. Dickey works inside the paint, takes his man up. No good. Rebound, Dane Horton. And Horton's going to be fouled as there's a reach in on Lakotich, I believe. Yep, that'll be the first team foul on Crab this half. 5-point Wayne City lead. It's their ball on the baseline. Inside Dickey. Oh, he missed the bunny. He'd love to have that one back, wouldn't he, Billy?
Yes, he would.
That was a good out-of-bounds play, but he just missed it. Back up front is Throgmorton. In the corner. Back to Throgmorton. He'll launch a three ball. He got a flat shot.
I was just going to say like a line drive or something.
Real flat shot. Like no arch at all. Just a line drive. It's off the mark, and Dickey's got it for the Indians. And a little camera issue here. Let me take care of that as the shot is up by Dickey and in. 26-19. Indians up by 7. We're in the third quarter. 6:12 left to play. Out front is Peak. Missed the shot.
I hit that guy wire up there.
McKinney goes high to get it. Brings it back to Andrew White. White will elevate from the free throw line, and he hits the 15-footer. Andrew White makes it 28-19, and Coach John Brown says, I don't like the start of this. Let's talk about it a little bit. We got timeout on the floor, and we'll take timeout as well, and we will be right back in just a moment.
Underwriting on the Vine is provided by the Sports Zone in Fairfield, offering individualized classes and instruction in baseball, softball, basketball, as well as speed and agility. Membership includes unlimited use of both indoor and outdoor facilities. The Sports Zone is located at 204 West Delaware Street in Fairfield. The phone number is 599-5432, and you can find them on Facebook at the Sports Zone.
Welcome back to Wayne City High School. Hope you're enjoying the action here from the 65th annual Conrad Island Holiday Tournament. There will be games here on Monday night. 3 games, in fact. At 5:30, it'll be Gallatin County against Grayville. 7 o'clock will be Sisney against this Crab Orchard bunch. And North Clay will take on Weber at 8:30. Those will be 3 games on Monday night.
Hey, did you see my cubby tree I posted on Facebook last night?
I did.
You did?
Yeah, was that your own creation?
Well, yeah.
A cubby tree.
Cubby tree.
Yeah. You won't see one of those at my house. Peak misses the layup. Rebound, Andrew White.
That's where I spent my money.
might see a cardinal tree. I don't know, but actually I don't have a cardinal tree either. But you gave me an idea after seeing that Cubby tree. Yeah, you're pretty serious about the Cubs. I'll admit you are not a fair weather fan, Billy. I will say that wholeheartedly. You're not one of these guys that jump on the bandwagon just because they won a World Series the first time in 100 years. You are all about the Cubs all the time.
Yeah.
Even when they were losing 105 games a year, you were still wearing Cub gear every day.
I know.
Cracks me up. Indians back in the front court, up by 9. 28-19, 5:12 left to play in the third quarter as McKinney loses it out of bounds, but it's touched by the Trojans.
Wayne City's had some sloppy passes the last 2 trips down.
Yeah, need to take care of the ball.
Yep.
Coach Corona might be wanting to kind of address that a little bit. They're just not really in the flow offensively, are they, right now?
No, they're not.
Not in the flow.
I thought the third quarter the first and second quarter was kind of like that, and it may just be the two teams are playing and their style. And
it could be. The offensive flow they had down at the Christopher Tournament was a thing of beauty. They really moved the ball well down there at that Christopher Tournament when they got third place down there. But, sometimes your opponent has something to say about that.
Yes, they do.
It'll be Indians ball in the front court. Again, earlier today, Red Hill beat Sisney by 5 points. North Clay was all over Grayville by more than 50. Here's an alley-oop to Dane Hort. Horton puts it up and in. I'll tell you what, he is having a good game inside the paint. He knows what to do with it.
I think that North Clay score was
74-15.
74-15.
Yeah. Missed by Crabb. Over to Dickey. He'll fire a 3-ball, and he got it. Nothing but net.
That looked good from up here, didn't it?
Sure did. Travis Dickey, he's dialed in now, 33-19. It's a 14-point lead for Wayne City. That shot is thrown up and missed by Throgmorton. And it goes out of bounds, and it's last touch by the Trojans. It'll be Indians ball.
Somebody's lost a shoe.
Yeah, he sure did. Marcus Durham lost a shoe, and that's a big shoe that boy got.
That is a big shoe.
A big one. Looked like a stop sign sitting out there on the floor.
He may have to get them Velcro ones like my dad wears.
He might, yeah. Indians trying to add to their lead here as they try to get it to Durham, and he is grabbed by Keegan Peak, and that's going to be a foul on Peak. Second team foul on the Trojans this half. And
Herb Orchard hasn't scored this quarter.
No.
4:23.
You are right. It's been a 9-0 run here to start the third quarter of 4.
And how many games have you seen in your lifetime that a third quarter will make or break a team?
Especially the first 4 minutes of a third quarter. Absolutely. Sure will. Games can completely turn at the start of a third quarter. You got to come out ready to play out of that locker room. McKinney missed a shot. There's Horton again with a rebound and up and in. I'll tell you what, Dane Horton is my what I would call a blue-collar man.
He is blue-collar worker now.
He is absolutely a blue-collar player. He will mix it up in there in the heavy traffic, get those rebounds and stick it back in. And you got to have a guy like that in order to be successful.
Yes,
and Dane Horton is the blue-collar man. 35-19 as Indians are up by 16 now.
Kenny picked up his third. Little hand checking going on.
It's like, what is that, 10 or 12 now for Horton?
That's 12.
12 for Horton, yeah. He's having a heck of a game. And most of those are right inside.
Right.
A couple of them are stickbacks, yeah. Oh, good collapse that time on Peak as it's taken away by Andrew White. He takes it down to the glass, missed the shot. Rebound by Peak. And then the reach-in frustration foul there on White. Boy, they did a good job of collapsing on Peak that time defensively, the Indians did. They're not going to just turn and let him drive to the basket and lay it in like he did in the first quarter. Dawes has it. He tries to thread the needle down low to Hayden Ray, who's in the game, and Ray is fouled. And
Travis Dickey.
And Ray is another freshman.
Bobby had two to choose from. I didn't know which one he was going to get. They both hammered him.
Maybe he thought, well, this guy doesn't have a foul.
Yeah, he ain't got no fouls. Let's give it to him.
Yeah, okay. Hayden Ray with the free throw. It's good. 35-20 is our score. Indians by 15. Again, we're in the third quarter, 3:27 to play. Big Christmas parade still to come tonight in Wayne City. It's at 6:30, so they want to get this game played so that everybody can go enjoy the parade. There's a drive, and that's an easy one for Throgmorton, and a little defensive breakdown that time for the Indians. 35-22. It'll be a little chilly for the parade tonight, won't it?
Yeah, it would be.
To bundle up for that. Durham, a little give and go. Back to Andrew White. How about that?
That wind's been a little sharp all day long.
It has been. 37-22. After the give and go bucket by Andrew White. Indians with a little razzle-dazzle there. Throgmorton almost steal, and it is. Nope, lost out of bounds instead by Kent Miller. Checking back in the game for Wayne City as Kyle Sledge replacing Durham.
So how do you like the 2-game Big Ten conference games right in the middle of December? Or does it bother you?
No, it's okay. I'm all right with that. I thought it was kind of awkward, though, that like today, Michigan State, after playing a couple of conference games, they turn around and they go on the road at Florida today. And that just seemed weird to me. I mean, all of a sudden, you're playing somebody in the SEC after you've been playing Big Ten for the last couple of weeks. That was a little weird, but I'm happy because we won, but probably wouldn't have been happy if we hadn't.
Yeah.
College basketball, there's nothing like it. Anybody can win on any given day,
They can.
There's a lot of parity out there. A lot of parity. Turnover by the Indians as the Trojans bring it back. Throgmorton's got it. Gives it to Peak. He's cut off. Instead, we got a shot from the wing, and it's good by Ian Dawes. Freshman tickles the twine from behind the line. 37-25. Here's a bounce pass down low to Sledge. Back out to White. Now it's to Dickey. Sledge inside. Dane Horton missed the shot. Rebound Trojans. Minute 48 left in the quarter. Indians still lead it by 12. Into the high post to Peak. He wants to drive. He does. Now dishes it. Here's a shot from the wing again. That's 2 in a row for Ian Dawes from behind the arc.
I was just getting ready to tell you, if they could ever get some threes knocked down, because they've shot him all night long, that we'd have a game, and he's hit two straight now.
And again, he's a freshman.
Yeah.
Andrew White inside to Sledge. Shots up and in. High percentage shots inside that close to the hoop. 39-28.
That's off the left hand, too, wasn't it?
I believe it was. We're approaching 1 minute to go here in the third quarter as we got a whistle and a foul. That'll be a blocking foul.
Dane Horton.
And that'll be his third. That's 4 team fouls on Wayne City. There's 3 on Crab this half. Durham checks back in the game for the Indians. Ooh, boy, that was almost an over and back there.
It was.
He was straddling that line for a moment.
That over and back will get.
In the corner, there's another long bomb. This time it's Lakotic with the bucket. 39-31, and all of a sudden the Trojans are back within 8. Here's Durham. No, that's Dickey. Travis Dickey.
He answered.
He answered right back. 42-31.
That over and back will get a crowd off their feet.
Yeah, that gets the crowd into the game, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's all 3 points of emphasis.
Peak inside the lane. Dishes it in the corner again. Shot no good. Peak with the rebound. Goes back up. Got it. 42-33, 9-point game. 9 seconds left. Do the Indians know how much time's on the clock? Here's Dickey with it. He'll fire away. And he got it. Just before the horn sounds. And that's the end of 3 quarters of play. Travis Dickey nails the trifecta. Our score is 45-33. Wayne City leads it by 12. We'll be back with the 4th and final quarter in just a moment.
As a craftsman, Gordy had imagination and vision. As a business owner and machinist, he understood all the moving components and how important they were to making things work. When he dreamed of building his business, he knew he needed help. FNB provided the spark necessary to ignite his growth. That partnership has proven to be his best creation yet.
It's the heating season, and Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods remind you that they have fast, reliable propane delivery service to your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled up, you can bring them to Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods for fast service. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through our website at wainwrightpropane.com. And don't forget, we also have hot tubs and supplies for your hot tub as well at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods, located on West Main Street in.
And welcome back to Wayne City. We're ready for fourth quarter action here with the Indians leading it by 12, 45-33. Billy, your thoughts on that third quarter play?
Well, it's almost a shootout at the OK Corral.
There's Andrew White.
The scoring was 21-14 in that quarter, so.
A lot of points.
Yes.
Trojans got it down to an 8-point game, and then Wayne City was able to bounce back with a couple of shots there before the end of the quarter to get it back up to a 12-point lead. Now we've traded a couple missed shots here, and the Indians have it again. Travis Dickey. Little fade away at the elbow. Got it.
Wow, that's pretty.
Created some nice space for himself that time, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He's got a pretty shot.
47-33. Indians by
that
14.
Kid is not going to quit. I just don't blame. I mean, you shoot yourself in a slump, you shoot yourself out of a slump. You know it? That's just like batting or anything else.
Andrew White back in the front court now for the Indians, and we got a whistle away from the basketball. Did you call many fouls away from the basketball, Billy?
When we go three-man, when we went three-man crew, I did.
Yeah, because you could see more of them that way, right? Yeah.
That's McKinney's fourth.
That is McKinney's fourth foul. He will go to the bench.
Yeah,
and
they can't afford to lose him completely.
5 fouls on the team.
When you get that guy across away in the rocking chair and he's looking right in that lane, I mean, it's hard to. With a two-man crew, you know, you can cheat a little bit in that lane, you know, but the third man's really picked up a lot of stuff.
Sure. Shot from the wing is off no good by Lakotic. And we got a whistle and a foul, and that's going to give the ball back to Wayne City.
Keegan Peak, his third.
And that's 4 team fouls now on Crabb. Andrew White back in the front court for the Indians, and they're going to call timeout as Coach Jim Corona wants to talk things over a little bit. His team leading it by 14. Don't want to let this one slip away. 6:44 left. And we'll be back with more in just a moment.
Sometimes you need an attorney who can look out for your interest. Located just a short drive away in Mount Vernon, Olson & Reeves offer a free consultation to discuss your needs. Everything is discreet and confidential. At Olson & Reeves, they can provide you with consultation and assistance with traffic law and DUIs, estate planning, living wills, divorce, real estate contracts, personal injury and accidents, as well as medical malpractice. Call Olson & Reeves, attorneys at law in Mount Vernon at 316-7322.
Back at Wayne City High School, Randy Olson along with Billy Rocket as the Indians lead it by 14, 47-33. Billy, what you got going tonight? You going to go find a basketball game somewhere or what?
I think I'm going to tune in to ESPN Plus and watch the Salukis and SEMO play.
Are they playing each other tonight?
Yeah.
Well, that'll be an interesting game.
Down at Cape.
That'll be an interesting game.
I think that's what I'm going to do.
That's kind of a bragging rights game, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Uh-huh.
All right, back to live action. It'll be the Indians' ball out of bounds right by their bench. Dickey will trigger it.
You know, you just talked about them fouls a while ago before we went to the break away from the ball.
Yeah.
Some of them fouls will upset your normal fan because they're looking at the ball and they're not looking where I'm looking at.
Exactly.
You know,
That's right. That's right.
They're like, well, what's he looking at? Where's he? You know,
I didn't see that.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
But if you want to really get them stirred up, call a double foul.
yeah, that'll get things stirred up a little bit. Travis Dickey on the miss out front. Rebound by Crab Orchard. They'll go back the other way, and Throgmorton will launch one. No good. Peak with the rebound. Back to Throgmorton, and they'll reset. In the corner. Shot is off the mark. No good. Rebounded by McKinney for the Indians. McKinney's out there playing with 4 personal fouls. White's got it. Andrew White leaves it for Durham. He turns around, misses the shot. And rebound Crab. Well, with a 14-point deficit, Crab Orchard going to have to hit some shots here in a hurry as time is running out for them. And here's a steal by the Indians. Dickey down in the corner to McKinney, and he nails it. Taj McKinney makes it 49-33. Indians by 16 points. Here's Peak inside the lane, drops his shoulder against Durham, misses the shot. Rebound by Kyle Sledge, and he's going to be fouled. So it'll be Indians ball length of the floor.
Looks like Grady Powell.
It's going to be 5 team fouls. So
what are you doing tonight?
We got a Christmas party to go to tonight.
Oh, do you?
Yep, it's in Fairfield, and my wife's coming over here to pick me up after the game. So I'm going to ride with her. Yep. The inside, Dane Horton dishes it.
It's getting that time of the year.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It is.
There's a song for that name, you know. I was going to sing it, but I thought, no, I'm not going to. Fans won't like that if I start singing. You won't like my cronin. Travis Dickey at the line for the Indians. Andy Williams did a good version of that.
So you're not going to try it, huh?
No, I better not.
All right.
Dickey with the second one. 17-point Indians lead, 50-33. Looking good for Wayne City here on the first day of the Conrad Island tournament. The shot from the corner is banked up, no good by Killiman. Back out to Throgmorton. 4:37 left to play. Throgmorton to Peak. He'll drive the lane, and he gets it. That's what we saw him doing in the first quarter, but Indians have been shutting that down since that time, but he got away with one there. Dickey. Can't say enough about what Jim Corona's been able to do with this bunch of Indians this year, I tell you. You know, they lost a lot of guys from graduation, and then, you know, they had somebody transfer away, and they had some guys not come out for basketball, and some people thought, boy, you know, the Indians might struggle this year. Well, that's not been the case.
No.
They're about to go 7-1.
7-1. And good record.
Coach Corona's done a wonderful job with them, and the guys are all very coachable, and they bought into the program, and they're playing hard. Throgmorton banks it up and in. 50-37. It's a 13-point game with 3:45 left.
Crab Orchard just won't go away.
No, they won't.
13 to teams is in reach.
Oh, it is definitely in reach.
I don't know where the cutoff is. Is it 20 or what is it?
Well, depends on how much time's left.
Yeah, I've heard single digits. And
Pete goes up, and he gets the bucket. No, they're definitely not quitting. It's an 11-point game now, 50-39. Coach Corona's up signaling a play or an offense to run right now as Durham has it.
Travis Dickey, though, he's close to a guy can take a game over, though.
He got that ability, and that one was partially blocked. And Crab's got it back, and they can get it to single digits. We're under the 3-minute mark. 50-39. Throgmorton has it. Oh, almost a steal there by McKinney.
A little sharper pass, he'd hit that. There's that three.
Oh. Missed that shot was Lakotic. They've had some looks.
They've had some looks.
It's going to be out of bounds to the Trojans with 2:37 left. Lakotich will trigger it, but first we're going to have timeout by Wayne City.
Sing during the timeout now?
Sing during the timeout? Well, if the mic's not up, I guess maybe I can. Yeah. All right, we'll be back after this message. Timeout on the court.
Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
All right, back live at Wayne City High School, the site of the 65th annual Conrad Holiday Tournament. I'm Randy Olson along with Billy Rocket. Indians lead it by 11, 50-39 with 2:37 left, Billy. And if you're Wayne City, you got to take care of the basketball and play some good defense down the stretch and hold on to this one.
Yes, you do. And if you're Crab Orchard, you got to get some shots to fall, and you're going to see some threes and crashing the boards.
Well, you know, if some of those open threes would have fallen here recently for Crab, it would be a really tight ball game right now because they've had some looks. Here's the inbound to Peak. He missed the shot. Crab gets the rebound. They'll dish it out for a three. That misses. Throgmorton with the rebound. Goes back up. No good. A real battle in there for the rebound this time, and it's going to go to Wayne City. And I'll tell you what, there's some
what did I just now say? Shoot the threes and crash the boards, and what happened?
Yeah, there was some crashing, all right. Get some serious wrestling going on in there underneath the basket.
Jim Valvano said, "Don't give up, don't ever give up."
That's right. He was a good coach.
Yes,
there's a steal. Steal by Lakotich. Here comes Crab Orchard, and the foul is going to be called as Lakotich tried to go in for the layup, and instead he'll go to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Travis Dickey.
And that's the 6th team foul on the Indians. Team fouls are equal now at 6 apiece. And that's the 2nd on Dickey. Tony Lakotich, 6'5", junior. He got it. It's a 10-point game now, 50-40 with 2:09 left to play. And Wayne City does not play on Monday night, but Crab Orchard does. Crab Orchard will play Sisney in the 7 o'clock game here Monday night at the tournament. Got them both. It's 50-41. It's a 9-point game.
He had a real good-looking free throw shot technique, too, there.
Wayne City wants to just take care of the basketball. They don't necessarily have to score here with a 3-possession game. They just need to take care of the basketball and not turn it over as Durham has it. Dickey now. Skips it over to McKinney. He fires one. He got it. That was wide open. Taj McKinney hits the trifecta. It's 53-41. We got timeout on the court. And we'll take another brief timeout. Be right back.
Underwriting on the Vine is provided by the Sports Zone in Fairfield, offering individualized classes and instruction in baseball, softball, basketball, as well as speed and agility. Membership includes unlimited use of both indoor and outdoor facilities. The Sports Zone is located at 204 West Delaware Street in Fairfield. The phone number is 599-5432, and you can find them on Facebook at the Sports Zone.
Rocket and Jim Corona's giving them an earful down there. It's a teachable moment, though. He's a great coach. It's a teachable moment, and they're all paying attention to him, and that's a good thing.
Up by 12 with 1:39. You thought he's down by 6, wouldn't you?
I know. He's trying to make his point, and he was driving his point home. But, hey, the Indians have responded well this year. And, again, they're 6-1 on the verge of becoming 7-1 here and 1-0 in their own tournament. All right, back to live action. Orchard has the ball down by 12.
During this last timeout, we'll see how Wayne City defends around the threes.
Looked like they extended the defense a little bit on that one outside, and here's a shot out front. That's good. Lakotich hit the three, and it's 53-44. It's a 9-point game with 1:19 left, and we will just keep it here during this timeout. So you're going to watch the Salukis take on SEMO tonight.
I think that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
I got to put up my Christmas Village also.
Your Christmas Village.
Yeah, I'll put up a Christmas Village.
Where does that go?
Well, that goes on a room off in the back of my house that I've remodeled and made into a real nice room. It's 16 by 16, and it takes up about 85% of my room.
Oh, wow. Now, did you build the village yourself?
No, I just bought them, and I've got everything. I've got Harley shops, and I've got Wrigleyville with the ball diamond.
Of course you do.
And when they added the lights, I had to get on eBay and find me some lights.
Oh, my goodness sakes. No kidding.
And then it runs like, to the suburban area, to like a place like Mount Vernon, Wayne City, and then into the country.
What's Patty think of your Christmas village?
No, she just shakes her head. She does help, though.
Almost a 5 count, but Wayne City does get it in against the press. Again, Crab Orchard chasing. Wayne City just needs to take care of the basketball. They're up by 9. 1:05 to go in this one. Dickey with the basketball. Trojans chasing man-to-man. Dickey just trying to stay away from trouble.
They hate to foul him because they think that they pretty well know that he's going to make them both.
And there is the steal. 49 seconds left. Trying to get somebody open for a shot. Throgmorton has it out front. Started by McKinney. His shot is up. No good. Dane Horton with the rebound. He's fouled from behind by Throgmorton. Now that puts Wayne City in the bonus.
I think that's his 5th.
Yep, it is.
See, Wayne City extended that last minute, 19 seconds, and they couldn't get a 3 off or.
Yep. So Dane Horton will go to the line. Throgmorton is done for the day with his 5th personal foul. Nine-point Indian lead with 36 seconds left. Free throws missed on the front end of the bonus. Trojans have it. Peak picks up his dribble, and there's a steal by Dickey, but right back to Peak. He puts up the shot, no good, but there's the rebound by Kent Miller. And a whistle and a foul. We'll walk to the other end.
Number 10, Eli Kilman.
And McKinney will go to the line.
Hey, you got to like that name, Eli. Eli's coming by the 3 Dog Night. You know it?
I remember that song. I do. I'm dating myself and dating you, too. Yeah, that's definitely one from the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
18 seconds to go. 9-point lead. Indians basketball, and it's knocked away. Inside it comes to Dickey, and he's fouled. So Travis Dickey will go back to the line with 16 seconds left, and the Indians leading it by 9. Should be able to hold on to this one. We've seen crazier things happen, but should be able to hold on to this one. Missed the free throw. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Trojans basketball, but it's a 3-possession game. Across the timeline, it's Dawes. Here's a drive baseline. Now they'll dish it over for a 3, and it's good by Lakotich with 3 seconds left. Indians get it in, and they're going to win it. Crab Orchard made it interesting, but the final score is Wayne City 53, Crab Orchard 47. That is the final as the Indians go 1-0 in their own tournament. Crab Orchard goes to 0-1. Again, to recap the scores today, Red Hill beat Sisney 54-49, North Clay over Grayville 74-15. It was Gallatin County over Weber Township 50-32, and Wayne City has beaten Crab Orchard here 53-47. Billy is figuring up our final stats, and we will present those to you in just a moment, and then we'll be wrapping things up here from Wayne City High School. We'll be back with that in just a minute.
Underwriting on the Vines made possible by Fairfield Printing, Graphics, and Sporting Goods. You can support your favorite team with T-shirts and other team gear, including Sisney, Wayne City, Fairfield, Jasper, New Hope, and others. The new location features a larger showroom with more products and services being added. Fairfield Printing, Graphics, and Sporting Goods also does banners in a variety of sizes, as well as business printing needs like letterhead, envelopes, and business cards. Their website is fairfieldprintingandgraphics.com, and we appreciate their underwriting.
Thank the staff administration here at Wayne City High School for all the accommodations that they provide us, not only here during the tournament, but throughout the season as we try to do a good number of Wayne City games here, both boys and girls. And I always enjoy coming here, and always friendly people to work with, and like the accommodations. And this new gymnasium that's a few years old now has just turned out to be a jewel.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
And you got plenty of room for seating for the tournament. And it used to be so cramped in the old gym. But this is nice, really is. You got some final statistics there for us, Billy?
I've got some final statistics.
All right.
Okay, the final score was Wayne City 53, Grayville 47. Or Grayville. I'm back to a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
Crab Orchard 47. For Crab Orchard, Ian Dawes had 6. Hunter Throckmorton had 11. Keegan Peak had 15. Hayden Ray had 1. Tony Lakotich had 11. Dylan Elders had 3. For a total of 47. They was 5 from 10 for the game from the free throw line. For the Wayne City Indians, Andrew White had 4. Taz McKinney had 6. Dane Horton 12. Kyle Sledge 4. Marcus Durham 4. Travis Dickey 14. For a total of 53, and they was 6 of 11 from the free throw line.
Mm-hmm.
So one was 5 from 10, the other was 6 from 11.
Well, again, Wayne City does not play on Monday night, but I'll give you the schedule for Monday night. At 5:30, it's Gallatin County against Grayville. 7 o'clock, it's Sisney against Crab Orchard. 8:30, it's North Clay against Weber. Wednesday night, there'll be a good matchup between Sisney and Wayne City in the 8:30 game. That's going to be a rematch of a game that was played last week in which Sisney really pushed Wayne City to the limit. They just won by a couple of points, so that should be an interesting rematch. Crab Orchard will also play Red Hill that night. Weber will play Grayville. We will probably be here for that Sisney-Wayne City game on Wednesday night, 8:30. Don't know if you're free that night or not, Billy, or not, but that's something that I will plan on probably being here for that Wednesday night game at 8:30. And we'll see what happens there. And then, of course, we got Red Hill against Wayne City on Friday, but that's the night of the Mount Vernon Centralia game, so I'll be there at that. But then we'll have Trophy Day on Saturday, and depending upon who ends up where on the trophy games on Saturday, we'll be covering some of those games for you here on the tournament next Saturday, December 15th. So that's how things are shaping up, the Conrad Allen Holiday Tournament. Anything else you want to add?
High school basketball is getting on a roll.
I love it. Yeah, love it.
Getting on a roll.
All right. Well, again, thank you for being here, Billy. It's fun.
Well, thanks for having me.
Did a good job. Always love your insight as a former basketball official. So I'll let you get home and work on your Christmas village. Right?
You ain't going to come over and help me?
I got to go to that Christmas party.
Oh,
remember?
that's right.
Yeah, all right. So for Billy Rocket and for Danny Anselman, who was with us for the earlier game today, I'm Randy Olson. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Again, the final score, Wayne City wins it over Crab Orchard, 53-47. And so long from Wayne City High School.